Hi everyone, welcome to Life Tips by Ning. Today is a video of case studies for young Earth born in the summer season. So the first example is a young Earth person born in the month of May. And May is this Yin Earth, earthly branch type called Si in Chinese. So you have this annual pillar of young wood and young earth, the monthly pillar of Yin Earth and Yin Fire, the daily pillar of young earth and young earth, and the hourly pillar of yin wood and yin wood. And the first step of a Bazi analysis process is to assess the condition of my daily master, which is my focal point. Am I strong? Am I weak? So in order to assess that, we're looking for my friend camp, either the element that grows myself or the same as me. So on the bottom row, you have earth, fire, and earth. They're all supporting me. And on the top row, my neighbor is earth again. So you know the initial condition of this bazi, the daily master is fairly strong. It's a solid, hard type of earth with enough of a fire kind of warming the environment. So let's look for like the other element that will give me that's more optimal and balanced ecosystem for me to grow plants and grow life. I really like some moisture to prevent my earth becoming so dry and unusable. And I also want some wood to loosen up the earth to make it useful. In this case, the remaining three are all wood type, like one young wood kind of far away from myself and two yin wood kind of next to me. So it's a fairly balanced Bazi chart because I have this awesome, useful wood element that's kind of strong enough to combat this hard, solid, dense soil problem. So I would say overall, this bazi is a very good bazi because it has the element I crave, and the element happens to be quite strong and useful. So in this case, there's no like obvious diagnosable disease. So it's less reliant on those annual 10-year trend to introduce the medicine because I don't have a lot of problem to begin with. And how do you analyze this type of already balanced bazi is the key is all about protecting what makes it good. In this case, what makes it good is this wood. It's super useful. The moment my favorable wood element get collided with, get reduced with, like maybe having a metal introduced because metal suppresses wood and make it weak, then that translates into some hardship or hurdles in my life. But the moment my wood has some sort of a support, like a water grows wood, it makes me stronger and useful, then it does its job of keeping this too much earth in balance. So it's all about how do we protect this wood favorable element to keep this good bazi chart balanced throughout this person's life. Especially another reason is this is the yin wood type. Yin wood is like little plants or flowers. It's not as effective in terms of loosening up earth as a young wood, which is a big tree with stronger rooting system. That's another rationale for craving wood to help this bazi chart to maintain its balance. And another positive part of this bazi is even though the position number 4 and 7, they're the earth type, but this person get really lucky because it's the wet earth type. This particular young earth Chen, that has a lot of moisture and wood buried in it after the primary chi of young earth. So it's the wet earth type. It kind of keep this external environment moistured enough to not having this risk of over dry or overheated. That's why the wet earth type matters a lot. If let's say I switch those young earth with xu, which is like the dry earth type, right? Even though they're both earth, this earthly branch doesn't have the moisture I need to balance my environment. And then that would make this Bazi chart a little less kind of ideal compared to our example today. So let's move on to example number 2. This is a young earth person born in the month of June. June is the Yang Fire type called Wu in Chinese. So you have a annual pillar of Yin Metal and Yin Earth. The monthly pillar is a Yang Wood and Yang Fire. The daily pillar is a Yang Earth and Yang Wood. And the hourly pillar is a Yin Water and Yin Water. So same process. Let's see the condition of this daily master. I have a same as me underneath, but this is a dry earth type. And then I have a fire sitting here, and I have a wood. Typically, wood doesn't support earth, but there's a tricky situation that this yang wood and yang fire, they form that special combination relationship. So it morphed some of this yang wood's qi into a fire type of direction. So this wood can be kind of treated as a fire in essence because of that combination relationship. And on top of it, you have there's nobody supporting me on the top, right? No fire, no earth. So I would say overall, this guy is fairly strong because position number 6 is the most weighted factor in the Bazi. And I have a very strong rooting system to make this earth fairly like warm environment and fairly solid to begin with. And in that case, your number one favorable element is the introduction of water, because water introduces moisture and kind of balance this over dried and overheated soil. Unfortunately, I have this whole pillar of yang water sitting next to me, which is a really powerful sign that this is a good balanced Bazi chart. On top of it, I have both of the remaining 2 letters. Metal plays a role of growing fire, and metal grows water, right? So you keep this water kind of sustainable. It has a source of growth here. And then water grows wood. So this wood also plays a role of loosening up the earth. Again, this is also an example of a fairly balanced Bazi chart. I cannot find major diseases. So the key here is all about protecting this most important factor in the chart. The moment this is get damaged or collided with or being reduced by this annual or 10-year trend, that's when this person might experience some hardship in life. So the key is about protecting this useful and powerful favorable element in the chart. Last but not least, this is this young Earth born in the month of July. July is this Yin Earth type called Wei in Chinese. So you have an annual pillar of Yang Metal and Yang Water, the monthly pillar of Yin Water and Yin Earth, the daily pillar of Yang Earth and Yang Water, and the hourly pillar of Yin Fire and Yin Fire. So same thing, let's assess the condition of this daily master. You have a dry earth type here. You have 2 fires sitting next to me. So again, I'm fairly in a balanced state, but if you compare this guy with this guy, I would say this one is stronger because there's 3 working together, forming a strong supporting base for daily master. This one is kind of scattered around, especially like there are 2 waters sitting next to the earth, kind of reducing the strength of this earth because it sucks its energy to compress and suppress water. But overall, because of those fires sitting next to me, I still have a fairly good supporting system. I'm a pretty balanced state to begin with. And the second strongest element in this Bazi is all of this water type, right? It has a good rooting system, and positionally this yin water, which kind of like a rain, is sitting right next to me. So it meets this requirement of moisturizing the soil. I don't want additional water, then it might make it too muddy and unuseful. I already have a quite strong dosage of the water I like. And then on top of it, you have a meadow which grows water. So meadow is kind of on the camp of this water, making moisture and wet. So in this case, it's again very similar to the prior two examples. It's a very balanced Basel chart. It doesn't have much disease to begin with. It has everything I really need to create the optimal environment for this young earth to do its job. So the key here is actually protecting the fire, because without the fire, even though I'm born in a summery type of season, because my Bazi has too much kind of a water and metal environment, I actually run the risk of not enough warmth to combat the moisture and coldness. That's why this fire is super important. The job here is to protect this fire so that it doesn't lose its balance. So that's how we kind of look at Bazi. Today I was very intentional of using three very similar balanced Bazi type. So the logic of identifying favorable element is a little bit different. It's about protecting what makes you good versus introducing medicine to cope with the disease. Because all the good balanced Bazi chart, you don't really have a lot of problems to begin with. It's about preserving what makes you good. So I hope you enjoyed the case studies today, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.